Well, welcome back, my friends all, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. A Jack Wolf Knives, the Benny rendition, if you will. Got a deep carry pocket clip there. It's a clip point. Almost looks a little bit like a hog nose. I was going to ask y'all, I believe this is what they call a bolster lock. Is that correct? Is that a bolster or a frame? I know it's not a liner, I don't believe. Could be wrong. You know, old Scab ain't scared to be wrong. Here's the deal. We're shooting this a little bit differently. I'll give you a better look at it right here. S90V. I'm a fan. See how that looks? It's a clip point. Got two nice fullers. Jack Wolf right there. Y'all let me know if it's a clip point, a hog nose. I know Donnie B all day made a hog nose because he screwed one of these up one time, but I don't know if that is or it's not. So listen, let's go cut a bunch of shit up. I'll meet y'all at the trunk. Guys, we're going to do this one. We've done a couple of Jack Wolf videos like this, and I really hope this is in frame. We're going to cut some zip ties. We're going to cut a bunch of stuff up. Now, normally, I just kind of do all the little demonstrations and testing, and then I narrate it, right? I thought for this one, I just kind of talk to you as it goes. I enjoy doing these like this. I can talk to you in real time. The narration is good when I'm on a time crunch, which is most of the time, but I like doing them this way too. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. If you're new to the channel, and many of you are, I just cut shit up. That's what I do, and I know I say that a lot. I'm also the world's most redundant human being. I say that a lot. That's what that means. But the truth is, there is a little bit of method to the madness. Now, these are a pair of Megatron's pants that she had given me to use, cut up, etc. So you see that deep carry pocket clip there? I hope you do. Lord, I hope this is on camera. I'm sure it is. You know, Scab's been known to screw up, but not too bad. Deep carry pocket clip. This thing is beautiful. Benjamin Belkin, the owner of Jack Wolf Knives, is a good dude. Now, here's what we're going to do. It's steel belted. BF Good wrench tire. Jack Wolf sends these to me, guys, to review. I always like being straight up about that. And what I like to do, because there's so many great channels that do a great job, they just do a phenomenal job on the unboxing and showing you all the nuances and all that. I'm going to let them do that, and we're going to cut stuff up. Because here's the deal. This is a gentleman's carry knife, no doubt. But at the same time, see, here's my deal. I don't mind carrying a gentleman's carry. I enjoy doing that. I really do. But I've got to know that it's going to hold up if I need it. This knife absolutely does. Ratchet strap. Went through that like it wasn't there. Here's the thing. Now, I've got a 2-minute section that I am going to narrate where I give you specs and all that. Let me just show you something real quick. Most of the time, Jack Wolf does slip joints. Let's see, one-handed operation. And they do them well. They really do. This is a little bit of a departure. Slip joints are made to be smaller. This, to me, is a working knife, right? Now, many people are going to say, Scab, for that price, I'm not. I get it. I get it. That's why I do it for you. Here's the way I look at it. We talk about free knives, and I give people a hard time, and they give me a hard time. But here's the truth of it. If I'm being given a knife, then I think I owe it to you guys to show you its capabilities. I really do. The zip tie test, by the way, is not in any way, shape, form, or fashion a sharpness test. Every knife. Somebody made the comment, and it stuck with me because it was a great comment. He said, man, if I got a knife that can't cut a zip tie, I'm not carrying it. Me either, brother, but here's the deal. The zip tie test isn't about sharpness as much as it is about testing that edge. Now, these are thin blades, hollow ground, slicey as hell. So I like doing that little zip tie test on this knife to see if it's going to chip it, to see if it's going to roll it, to see if it's going to do what it's going to do. And it didn't. I really like this knife. And I say that my favorite, hands down favorite Jack Wolf knife, the one that I carry the most and most often, well, that's kind of a double, is the Dr. Feelgood. I love that knife, but I'm telling you what, this one might be taking its place. And I keep looking. I just like the way the damn thing looks. I'll be honest with you. That's pretty slick right there. I'm loving the edge. Let's see, we've cut zip ties. Here's one I wanted to do. We're going to take a little bit of a pinch grip. We're going to come right under here. We're going to make sure we don't stab ourselves on camera. Thing's sharp as shit, man. Now, guys, let me throw this caveat in, and I know I throw it in a lot, but remember what we talked about being redundant? I can only talk about the knife in my hand. Now, this is the 10th or 11th Jack Wolf I have reviewed, and let me make this very, very clear. I want to thank Brandon Thrasher from Weekend_Warrior, WKND_Warrior. He's the one that turned me on to Jack Wolf knives. Let me review his whole collection. I am forever appreciative to Brandon. But my point was this. While I don't like making broad sweeping statements, I've done enough reviews now on Jack Wolf that I can tell you what I've seen from what I've had in my hand from both what they've sent and from Thrasher's knives is it has been consistent quality. Now, one thing with me, guys, I invite anybody and everybody, as long as it's honest and upfront. If you've had a different experience, put it in the comments. But I always like to put the caveat, hey, just be courteous with it. That's it. That's it. I don't think that's too much to ask. And the other side is, if you do have a complaint, did you get a hold of Ben? Because I feel like most complaints, Ben will take care of. He just seems to be that kind of guy. Could be wrong. I don't think I am. We're about to move back to the sand pit. We're going to do a little more cutting. I'm going to tell you something, guys. Thing's pretty damn impressive. The reason I like doing this style and this way is this. Y'all can watch the damn thing work. You know, it's not like I'm going, well, I used it for 2 days, and I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, I'd rather show you than tell you. You know what I'm saying? You know you do. Come on. I'll be damned. I really hope this was the pair of pants I was supposed to grab, because if not, D-I-V-O-R-C-E. Nah. She wouldn't leave me over that. I'm tell you, if she ain't left me now, son, she ain't leaving. I'd have left me, but, you know, that's me. That's one thing. Can we just talk about this? I know that this has a purpose and a reason, but I hate it. And does it affect me? No. It bothers me more doing the review. And please understand that. I'm not knocking the knife. This sharpening choil. Sharpening choils drive me insane. Day-to-day use, no, because if I screw it up or if I do something, that's one thing. When you do these reviews and it gets hung up because you're not paying attention, it drives me nuts. I understand it has a purpose and I understand it has a place, but I'm the one doing the knife review, and if I want to bitch about it, I will. Let's go to the back. Good looking knife. Again, one-handed operation. Oh, Scab, the one-handed bandit. My uncle did some prison time years and years ago. He was part of a crew. I think they called him the Barefoot Bandit. If he robbed you, I don't have anything left and he's dead, so I'm sorry, but that's what I should have named the channel, the Barefoot Bandit. Thought you supported law, Scab. Yeah, well, you know, humor's lost on us these days. Hey, let's go to the back. Don't look so sad. I know it's over. Something, something, something. Oh, son. Welcome back, guys. Listen. Well, y'all didn't go anywhere. I did. Here's the deal. Man, that's sharp. I love that. I didn't realize we just did 8 or 9 minutes at the trunk. Of course, you know, time flies when you're having fun and when you're with good company like you guys. So we're not going to do much back here. Here's the deal. That feels really good. And if you can see that, there's some nice jimping there. It's aggressive, but not in a bad way. I like doing this quick pinch grip. We're going to push. Boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. Back from the old Pee Wee football days. Might be wearing a little down. I'll tell you the truth. This is like 3/4 inch. Got it, the sand. Oh, you bastard. 3/4 inch airline. Now, not sandblast toes. Let's make some quick work of it. I see, said the blind man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, one thing Ben does really well with these thin blades like that, with the hollow grind. So y'all think I'm bullshitting about the sand back here. With the hollow grind is they're slicey as hell. But here's the thing, too. And people say, well, S90V is hard to sharpen, blah, blah, blah. Or keep you know, sharpen back up. I'll be honest with you, the way Jack Wolf does their edges, and we're just accordion cutting right here, guys. This thing's incredible. The way they do their edges, they're so nice and thin and slicey. I can take one of those DMT stones from like Ace or somewhere like that. This thing will be back to hair popping sharp before you know it. And here's the truth. Normally I'll cut a little paper at the end. I had to work a little late today. That's why I'm still here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to cut any paper at the end, but I'll do a short just to show you the edge before I hone it back up. I may have time. We'll see. All right, guys. I think that's enough cut. That sumbitch did some cutting right there, boy. The Benny Jack Wolf knives. Now, the next clip you're going to see is me narrating. It's a couple minutes long. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Would I carry this? Hell yeah, I'm going to carry it this weekend. I'm going to sharpen it back up and carry it. This thing is incredible. I love the Arctic Wolf. I love that blue. God, that's just a good-looking pocket knife, man. And it performed. Now, on these knives, I'm not batoning. I'm not trying to bray. I'm not doing any of that dumb shit. But this thing will do what you need it to do in any environment. Again, I'm talking about as a cutting tool. I would have no problem taking this camping. I would have no problem using it in the kitchen if I didn't have my other kitchen knives. I'd have no problem self-defense, anything. It's just a great knife. And the opening and closing, you've seen me play with it a lot. That one-handed operation, of course, it's going to screw up then. One-handed, it locks up nicely. What else do you need? And people say, well, Scab, if I don't listen, if I'm in a fight for my life, it really, truly, honestly, you're only going to stab and kill one person in your life, Lord willing. If not, you're like a serial killer, and it's not self-defense. I don't need it to be bomb-proof. I need it to do this. You know what I'm saying? I don't need much. Let's see. If it'll puncture this. Yep. Yeah. I kill you dead. Well, the train is saying train, train, train. Let's get on out of here. Guys, I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Let me give you some specs and my causes. We'll see you in a second. Well, good Lord, there's old Scab and a wife beater, son. I forgot I shot this section this way. I apologize, guys. I got up this morning and had to get a little laundry done before I headed to the doctor. You know, don't fall in love. Just I hope you got your tickets to the gun show. Listen, before I give you the specs on the Benny from Jack Wolf Knives, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives, and the stats are everywhere. We're headed into the weekend. It's going to be higher. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. Man, you got a place here. Guys, I back the blue. It's a personal choice. I'm not arguing about it. I'm not trying to convince you of it. It's just something I believe in. And really, truly, honestly, the three causes have nothing to do one with the other. But it's something I believe in. How do you do it, Scab? Well, I don't break the damn law. And when I do, because I accept responsibility. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So here's the deal, guys. The Jack Wolf's Benny is 4 1/4 inches when it's closed. The handle thickness is right at 3/8. So it fits nicely in your hand. We have an overall length, let's check her out. Now I'm pulling these as we talk, of 7.5. We have a blade length of 3 1/4 with about a 2 7/8 cutting edge right in there, something like that, right in there. The blade stock is S90V. It's 1/8 inch thick. So again, guys, it's not like a flimsy knife. When I say it's thin and slicey, that's what it is. Well, damn if I didn't talk too long. I out-talked my video. Let me finish it up like this. It is thin, it is slicey, and it is straight up badassery. Guys, I love you. God knows I do. God bless you. Man, I hope he does. I hope you guys have an outstanding weekend. I'm Scab. You're not. The Jack Wolf's Benny. I'm digging it. Y'all have a good one.